Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson.
And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Off the bootleg, here's McCarthy.
He'll buy some time right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The Vikings sit 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's defense for the Packers. They were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this to the 32. Well, these two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. On the ground, here's Watson.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Watson, the man he was looking for.
And it's 2nd down.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction, because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Jacobs.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
This defense is holding strong, but they're going to need one more stop, maybe 2 more stops. And where the ball is on the field, the offensive playbook remains wide open. They've got to be alert for anything.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? Third and goal.
They'll run with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there, no. It appears they're going to mark him short of the first. They throw it out right complete.
A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Hard running at the 15. And they work this out past the 25. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
You know, has to be really happy after that play. The offensive line. To be able to create space in that situation when everything's jammed in and everyone knows you're going to run it, that's a big-time play.
Yeah, because you're probably just thinking, hey, let's get to the 4 or 5 and get some breathing room, right?
That's all you're asking for. That's all your punter's asking for. Instead, he's not necessary now.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Jefferson going to go in motion right.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You look at this Packers defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
and they'll send the tight end in motion.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from Penn State.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Now McCarthy.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
T.J. Hockenson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. To throw now, here's Love. That one caught downfield by Watson.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Love from the gun.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there was some of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Play fake. Here's Love. Escaping the pressure right.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Love. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So not the strongest of kicks we've seen him make, but he gets a favorable bounce, and it's 3 points all the same.
Yeah, that was one of those where he needed the 6-iron, but he pulled out the 9-iron. That one was run out of gas quickly, but he does manage to pop it over the bar.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3 because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Complete, Jefferson the target. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. They find some open field here.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Rashawn Gary racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
To the air with McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. At the 11-yard line. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Two running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. In motion, the tight end. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year.
As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Love.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Love looking to throw it. Completes it again to Dobbs.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Throwing. Love.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Jonathan Grenard
able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down.
Looking to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Love now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working out of the gun. Love. That's taken in. Dontavian Wicks. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On play action, McCarthy.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27th. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. McCarthy operating from the gun. This is caught by Addison.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Throwing is McCarthy. Well, flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go.
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
Flushed out right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun. Love. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the...
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught.
There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it. And this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Here's McCarthy. Justin Jefferson.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson.
His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Vikings have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.